Prime Minister of Georgia. Georgia has a core position in this, like Azerbaijan. Actually, President Aliyev just referred to it. Is your take the same? Are your priorities the same? Or does Georgia have a different take on what needs to be done now, specifically?
Thank you. Well, I totally agree with President Aliyev that the mentioned projects, Tbilisi, Baku, Tbilisi, Kars Railway Road, and Shah Deniz Phase 2 are really the major projects in the region. And as President Aliyev mentioned a month ago when we inaugurated this project in Baku on December 17th, Shah Deniz Phase 2 really has the potential to change the map of Europe, the energy map of Europe. Therefore, Georgia, totally is committed to support these projects. And I also want to speak about the potential of the Eurasian the market. For instance, as we know, trade between Europe and China, which has skyrocketed over the last 2 decades, and trade between the EU and its southern eastern neighborhood, including South Caucasus as well as the Central Asia, greatly impacted the global economy. And I think that the the world economic community is studying perspectives of the Eurasian market. We heads of states are also looking at the evolving, picture with a great interest. Of course, turbulences and tensions have always been characteristics for Eurasian, and therefore competition over resources, disputes over boundaries, disagreements over values, could further drive wedges between countries and sub-regions across this area. But the full potential of this economic area, however, yet has to be realized. South Caucasian and Central Asian countries, with their growth potential and vast natural resources, can play an important role in bringing benefits for economic development and prosperity growth of Eurasian countries. And further economic rapprochement between South Caucasian and Central Asian countries, as well as engagement with other European countries, is essential for increasing contribution of these countries for the global economy. The countries of the South Caucasus and Central Asia, having significant natural resources, largest exporters of oil and gas, such as Azerbaijan, Kazakhstan, Turkmenistan, and Uzbekistan, and competitive transport corridor, Georgia. Our country, can itself benefit from expansion of export and transshipment of these and other commodities, while they will contribute to energy security of the European Union and beyond. That's why our country's strategic location on the crossroad between East and West makes country shortest link for transportation of goods. Besides the economic potential of South Caucasus and Central Asian countries, which have high potential for further growth, is still underutilized, I would say. Further growth and unlocking Eurasia's emerging market potential significantly depend on structural reforms and diversification of region's economy, as well as taking part in global supply chains and establishment of economic ties between private sectors of the countries. And this ensures utilization of comparative advantages and therefore long-term sustainable growth of the countries of this region. So in this regard, steps have been already taken by countries in the region and through regional and bilateral free trade agreements that create solid basis for removal of trade barriers and deepening intra-regional trade, and we are open to further deepening of this process. I also would like to mention Georgia's new opportunities. As far as you know, we signed the association agreement 2 months ago in Vilnius, a part of which is the DCFTA, and the signature of DCFTA opens up tremendous opportunities and Georgia becomes and has a potential to become a regional hub that has an access to 900 million market. I mean, CIS countries, Turkey, and the CFTA, European market. So the importance of this region is growing really fast, and I think that we, the countries, Georgia, Azerbaijan, and other countries, Central Asian countries, will do our best in order to increase the potential of this region.